What's up, boomers? Today I'm going to show you the best card trick ever, also known as the only card trick I know. Here we go. You take the deck, you tell the participant to say when. I said say when. Okay, let's say you say when there. Okay? Then I show you the card. That is your card. But David, you're on an iMac. You can see what card it is. Yeah, that's true, but I'm just showing you how to do the trick, alright, you jackass? Alright, shuffle it up. You give them the deck. They'll shuffle it up a bit. They'll give it back. When you get the deck back, you look for their card, which you'll know already because you have an iMac and you're a jackass. No, but you'll know it. And you set them down into piles like this. Now, for the second part of the trick, you tell them to point to one of the piles. Let's say they point to this one. You say, okay, great, we'll keep that one. Now point to two cards. Let's say they point to this one and this one. You say, okay, great, we'll hold on to those two. Now, you say point to a card. Let's say they point to this one. You say, great, get rid of that one. And this is your card. Okay, how do you do it? First, you need to learn a sleight of hand. First thing you do is know that the card is going to be on the top. Ace of Spades is on the top. And the way you do this sleight of hand is when they say when, you're holding on to the top card with these three fingers. So when they say when, you're holding like this, and you bring your other hand over and bring the cards underneath the top card out from the deck. Okay? So Ace of Spades on top. When they say when, you're holding it right here, and you bring your hand and take those cards out from underneath. Okay? So now you know what the card is. It's where you want it. Let's show that one more time. And I'll show it face up so you can see. When they say when, it's just like that. Okay? So then you give them the deck and they'll shuffle it. They'll shuffle it, they'll give it back. You already know the card, so that's great. When you get it back and you look for the card that they picked. Look for the Ace of Spades and put it where you'll remember where it is in the two piles. I always put it as the one to my left, facing me and closest to me. Now, this for the second part of the trick. You tell them to point to one of the piles. It's important that you say point to one instead of pick one. When they point to one, you just remove whichever one you want to remove. If they say this one, say, great, you picked, you want to keep this one, we'll get rid of this one. If they say that one, say, good, we'll pick this one and get rid of that one. Now, same thing with the two cards. You want to keep this one because you know the Ace of Spades is here, and that's the card that they chose. When we say pick two cards, let's say they say this one and this one, you get rid of those two. If they say this one and this one, then you hang on to these two and say, okay, good, you picked those two, we'll get rid of those two. Now when it's down to 1 and 1 and they pick this one, flip it over. If they pick that one, get rid of it.